the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. Well, for the Warriors, they managed to take Game 1 of the season series against this team, looking to seal their series advantage with a win tonight. Look at the numbers DeMarcus Cousins has put up the last few seasons. Just astounding. The scoring, the rebounding. How about the defense?
Well, I think he's still one of the best true big men who plays inside the paint and as a three-pointer, but does most of his damage inside like big guys are supposed to do.
Well, you know what? You can't deal with his size and strength. That's the one thing. There's very few guys can do that. Emotionally, if he stays on course, he could be one of the greats that ever played this game. You don't believe that?
What happened?
Okay.
Time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building, and they were able to win it for the home fans.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, D.A. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. And Clark, tonight we have an incredible matchup at the guard position. What do you think we'll see?
Well, both of these guys are outstanding scorers, and they get their own shot rather easily, so that'll be fun to watch. And not only can they get their own shot, but they're both good at creating for others as well. So I tell you what, this could be a doozy, Kevin. This could really be a lot of fun to watch.
So Golden State will get the first possession. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Towns in at the 5. Now here's Green. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Cousins. And the rejection by Towns. Wiggins with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Wiggins missing. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the 3-ball the way they did.
And, Greg, they were shooting that thing with confidence, boy. Every time they got a clean look from deep, the trigger was pulled. Pow!
Now Teague following Durant's 3-point attempt. Here's Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Teague against Curry. And Teague, here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it goes on Draymond Green. And Jeff Teague coming over to the Timberwolves in free agency. Greg, the team felt he was the perfect fit.
You know, and it seemed for a while the Wolves had wanted to kind of mix things up at that point guard position. And you knew they had someone in mind when they dealt both Rubio and Dunn. in the offseason. Teague was their man all along.
Free throw good, Teague. And one of the toughest parts about playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves is the travel schedule.
Yeah.
Clark, even interdivision games can involve lengthy flights, and the team travels more than any other in the NBA.
Yeah, and you know, everybody travels, and it is part of the league, but it is a small disadvantage for Minnesota to deal with. Not a big one, but nonetheless something unique to them as a team. Not much you can do about it, though. That's their lot, and they've got to make it work. Textbook shooting from the stripe. Great form, soft release, mark it up.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from outside.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
They set the pick. Teague dishes to Gibson. Towns the screen. Here's Butler. Kicks it out to Gibson. Here's the 3. Here's Towns. The Warriors pull it in. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
Teague the pass to Gibson. He dishes it to Towns. Fires for 3. Butler, no good.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Thompson outside. Green the screen. Thompson against Butler. Thompson right side. Over Butler. And that one goes long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
And the first one drops. And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And guys, I think Jimmy Butler has all the tools you could want in a two-way player. He's an excellent defender, and he also can score the ball from just about anywhere.
And that one's good. Cousins.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Wiggins. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Boy, that's a smart drive by Wiggins. That's reading the defense and making it happen.
Here's Curry. Screen by Cousins. Off the screen. No good off the front iron.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen. Got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Tell you what, you got to give Butler credit. He's good at sensing when his guys are wide open, and he gets the ball to him right away.
Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
The Warriors leading. Durant wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Durant against Wiggins. Outside Gibson. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shots good from Butler.
And Butler does a nice job using his body. I mean, especially when he's close to the basket, comfortable operating inside.
Here is Durant. His last outing, 16 points for him. Outside Curry. Back to Durant. The screen from Thompson. Cousins with a screen on Wiggins. Durant kicks to Green. Shot clock at 6. Off target with his 3.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves denying shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
T kicks to Towns. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Towns. Wiggins left side. His three-pointers off the mark. Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. They set the pick to the inside. And stolen by Jeff T. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Lobbed up there for Gibson. One-on-one here. Shot from 12. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Green. And it's 6 points for Kevin Durant.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Pass to Butler. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Butler. 5 on the clock. Wiggins dishes to T. Misses the 3. Warriors leading by 3. Thompson from long range. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
Butler passes to Teague. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Yeah, he has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. And Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
The free throw drops for Green. Clark, there are a lot of defensive first coaches in the NBA right now. With that in mind, who are some of your picks for the best defensive-minded coaches in the league?
Well, you know what? It's interesting. You think about defensive-minded coaches. The players are so good, it's hard to be able to stop them. I think Steve Kerr and his staff get a little bit of a short shrift here because the Warriors have been outstanding defensively. So I'd put him in that group. And then Tom Thibodeau has really earned his reputation as a coach at the defensive end, and justly deserved.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Here's Jones. Shoots over Livingston. Again, the miss by Jones. Iguodala against Rose. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Fires from the corner. They get it back. Tries again. Here's West. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Warriors.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
Timberwolves trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rose passes to Patton. Back to Rose. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Jang. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. Here is Tolliver. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. On the pass to Looney. Here's McCall. Stolen by Rose. Jang, high post. And finished off by Jang.
Going end to end, you see the speed of Jang, but also the ability to finish under control.
Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Livingston kicks it to Looney. Back to Livingston. Iguodala outside. Shot clock at 6. Picked by West. Shot off the screen. Iguodala, no good. The Timberwolves trail. It's deflected. Iguodala with the steal. And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. There's a screen. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Over Jones. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Outside Rose. To the paint. And that one is off. Warriors leading by 4. McCaw kicks to Livingston. Here's Looney. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Jones kicks to Tolliver. Off target from outside.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backdoor.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Here is Rose. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, passed the ball well that last time out. Pinpoint passes and racked up a bunch of assists.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Golden State. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that one. And Clark, as you watch the game at both the college and pro levels over the years, what has been the biggest change for you in your view of that?
Well, you know what, Kevin, there are a couple of things. The athleticism, the real emphasis on training and strengthening the core, meaning from your kneecaps to your sternum. The work that's done to train the hamstrings and quads and glutes and that core area as a place of power, as your center of power, is one of the significant changes I've seen, not just in basketball, but all sports. and it's benefited the athletes greatly and the overall athleticism. And then from a playing standpoint or on the floor standpoint, I think the three-point shot. I think that's been the biggest dramatic change in the game.
Here's McCaw, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. McCaw's got his second basket of the game.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Yeah, that's tremendous efficiency there. I mean, you like seeing them put together these types of plays.
Jang with the screen for Rose. The dish to Jang. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Kevin, that's high percentage distance for Jang there, and doing it with a hand in his face.
Livingston kicks it to Looney. They set the screen. Feeds to West. Over Jang. West misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
The Warriors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
Outside Rose. Baseline J on the way. Good as the jump shot falls.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Livingston. The shot, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors lead by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Yeah, exactly. Right from the start, Greg, they were looking to get out and run, sprinting to their opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anthony Tolliver out there with Patton. Then it's Gorgie Dang. Then it's Jones. And it's Rose in at the 2.
Where was the defense? Come on now. Where was it? No idea how they gave up that open a look.
Livingston passes to McCaw. Back to Livingston. Rebound by Jang.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
Jones dishes to Rose. Now here's Jones. He's covered by Livingston. Patton the pass to Jones. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Patton. The Warriors shooting well, 50% from the floor. Iguodala outside. Shoots from 14. Livingston, that's good. Now here's Rose. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's the screen. Kicks it out to Jones. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors leading by 8. Iguodala with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Here's McCall. He's got 6. Out of hand on it. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Rose has got the ball. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Tolliver's got his second basket of the night. One thing that Tom Thibodeau can be dependent on as a coach is giving his star players a lot of minutes. In fact, in Chicago, Clarkson criticized him for doing that. Others praised him for it. But the fact of the matter is, if you're a team leader, he expects you to be on the floor a lot and produce a lot.
Yeah, and you know, that's part of the job. Hey, when you get right down to it, if you're one of the best players, you've got to show up and do your job all the time. And you look at players who've played under Thibodeau. I mean, he's had the league leader in average minutes 3 times in his career as a coach. Said himself that he expects his guys to get used to what star players do, which includes a lot of minutes.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. Ron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. And the shot goes in. Green's got 5 points so far. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. T kicks to Towns. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They set the pick. Screen by Cousins. It's Curry outside. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota will come the other way. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Teague dishes to Towns. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
When he puts everything he has into his defense, Cousins can be a force. Big, strong, and smart. Of course, he's going to block his share of shots when he's committed.
And Butler sends it back. They recover it. No good from Cousins. Timberwolves trail by 3. Wiggins drives in. Butler in the corner. Good D by Thompson.
The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. Don't know how he missed that layup.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in 1 quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end a game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the 4th quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And the former Davidson star has come a long way. Curry, without a doubt, the best shooter I've ever seen.
Curry against T. Towns, high post. Gibson the screen. Towns kicks to T. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know, guys, early in his career, Jeff Teague was more of a scoring point guard. As his career has continued, he's gotten much better at surveying the court and creating opportunities for his teammates.
First free throw is good. And you look at the style of play for the Atlanta Hawks under Coach Mike Budenholzer. Clark, it was all drive and kick. Do you think that helped Teague develop as a passer?
I think it certainly did, because when you play a system style of basketball, you kind of know where your guys are and where the best shots for them are, and it does help you be a more consistent and effective passer. And also, I think because of three-point shooting in that system, Teague became fairly adept at creating for people to get shots.
Back to Curry. From deep. Again, Curry missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's a good screen. Teague, the pass to Gibson. Back to Teague. 6 to shoot. Butler. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Durant with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wiggins right side. Dishes it to Butler. Kicks it to Towns. Nice D from Cousins.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big time work. Really distracting him, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
Curry dishes to Durant. There's the feed to Green. Back to Durant. Screen by Cousins. Off the pick. Shot's good by Durant. Durant's got 8.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Towns sets the pick for Butler. Passes it to Towns. Back to Butler. Butler missing again.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Curry kicks to Cousins. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gibson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
From about 16, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. That's 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Teague drives in, stolen by Thompson. And the wide open shot from Green. They get it back and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The Warriors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. And just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. They get Stephen Curry.
Well, you got to stay grounded on that pump fake. Butler really effective at getting the defender to jump into his space.
And he knocks down the first one. Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau, joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team.
And so Butler nails both of them. Clark, when you were playing, what was your game day routine like?
Well, it was simple. I didn't complicate things, Kevin. I tried to get a good meal, was just beginning to learn how to eat properly and best for my body. And then I would always try to get an hour to 2 hour pregame nap. That goes all the way back to high school. I enjoyed just getting off my feet. Sometimes I would fall asleep completely. Other times I would just kind of drift into a light sleep. But just having that routine of resting before games was part of how I got ready to try to serve the other guys up.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Butler from outside. And another three for Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, Butler looks a lot more comfortable pulling the trigger from deep. I mean, his confidence shooting from outside continuing to grow.
There's the pick. Cousins, the pass to Durant. Cousins with a screen on Wiggins. Curry wide open. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And 12 points for Steph Curry.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
And Durant sends it back. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. Jones against Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Jang a screen. And the rejection by Cousins. Curry on the wing. All sorts of time. Another shot. And it's laid in by Cousins. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Outside Rose. He feeds it to Jang. Rose against Iguodala. Wiggins misses off the right iron.
Tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on it. You need to get a better shot than that.
On the wing, Wiggins. Outside, Jones. Pass to Patton. Over Green. And Patton gets it to go. Patton's got his second bucket of the night. Warriors leading by 7. Curry kicks to Green. He dishes it to Iguodala. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. And no good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And they'll keep possession. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
.105 left to play here in the second quarter. Screen by Cousins. Pass to Green. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And Draymond Green just does so many things well. on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors.
One shot.
West is checked in for Cousins. Patrick McCaw comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Free throw, no good for Green. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Use it as a challenge, almost an insult, if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
The Timberwolves made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. The free throw drops for Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
The shot by Looney, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there, prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Here's Jang, kicks it out to Jones. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Livingston. Defense is right there. West right side. Over Jang. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Warriors ahead. They're up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Golden State did not hesitate to set the pace. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11, really playing as a unit. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. Going into the second quarter, they lost a little focus, sacrificed some points, but still finished with a 4-point cushion at the half. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more in transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Timberwolves trail by 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's Cousins in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Wiggins, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've led by as many as 11 points. And there's Green on the assist by Durant. 9 points for Draymond Green.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Boy, Wiggins does it in so many different ways, Kevin, and that scoring versatility of his, special. This time he got it done in the painted area.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Durant. Got it. Good job in the low post. Durant's got 10 points.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Butler.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Wiggins against Durant, and it's Wiggins missing.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Towns, the screen. Here's Butler. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Watch out now when Butler gets rolling. He's super dangerous when he gets the hot hand.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. They can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked. And Curry making his presence felt on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting.
Teague with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Butler from outside. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
In the corner, Gibson with it. Back to Butler. He kicks to Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Still in the process of shining his game up. Towns looking like a seasoned vet there.
Green dishes to Durant. Outside Curry. From deep 3-point range. Minnesota with the rebound. Gibson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low, and stolen by Cousins. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jeff Teague.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
Free throw good, Green. And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs particularly on the defensive end.
Both free throws good from Green. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Teague, inside. Here's Towns, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Perfect touch from mid-range. I mean, the subtleties of Towns' game, part of what makes him unique, his size and his skill set, and also his maturity as a young player. Very impressive.
Towns against Cousins. The pass to Curry. And Cousins kicks to Green. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And here is Teague. He's got 6. Wiggins outside. To the middle. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Butler.
Well, I tell you what, he's not going to give in to the defense. Butler really is ferocious. Great job finishing off these tough shots.
Green, the screen. Cousins against Towns. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Green, but he recovers it. Cousins, the pass to Curry. And Green now, top of the key. Gibson with the steal. Wiggins dishes to Butler. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And with Andrew Wiggins, you know he can be deadly from mid-range, but he's seen an uptick in scoring, Clark, because he's been focusing on all the little things you need to master as a perimeter wing threat.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He has been focusing on those intangible, those small things that are big things in making a difference in how efficient you are on offense. He's improved his play running the pick and roll every year. He's excellent in transition and off cuts, and has really worked on becoming a better finisher off the screen and roll handoff.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know, it's amazing when you look back at the Andrew Wiggins, Kevin Love trade. Safe to say now that I think both teams really got what they wanted out of it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. Patrick McCaw comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Timberwolves also changing it up. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Gibson. And it's Rose in for Teague.
And still varying opinions out there of what Andrew Wiggins can and can't do. But one thing that's indisputable, he's an incredible scorer. Whether it half-court transition, he can flat out fill it up in a hurry.
Here's McCall, defended by Butler. 4 on the shot clock. Tries a 3. They get the rebound. Cousins, yes it is, scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
And Wiggins, his young career just getting better and better at scoring, Greg. Well,
yeah, you don't want to forget about the athleticism of Butler. Just a sick slammer of the basketball. You can't allow him to get to that launching pad.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. Cousins with a screen on Wiggins. The drive by Thompson. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Towns.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Rose kicks to Butler. There's a screen. There's the dish to Wiggins. Towns the screen. Here's Tolliver, and it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Outside Rose. For the tie. He can't get that one. Nice D from Cousins. Passes to McCaw. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. Rose kicks to Towns. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Warriors. West comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Iguodala in for Klay Thompson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gorgie Dang comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. Rose passes to Jones. Jang with the screen for Jones. Here's Butler. Another miss by Minnesota.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
There's the pick. West a screen on Rose. Iguodala with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Pick by West. Here's Livingston. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rose from 13 feet. It goes down. Rose has got 7.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Livingston dishes to Iguodala. Over Butler. And that one goes long.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Minnesota making a switch here. Patton's checked in. Now here's Livingston, defended by Jones. Iguodala outside, and the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. On defense, Minnesota trailing by 2. West with a wide open look. The rebound by Patton.
No other way to say it. Flat out bad defense. Didn't even contest the shot. Lucky for them, he misfired on it.
Golden State's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Minnesota shooting for the game at 42%. Inside. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
The Warriors shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the 2nd half. Here's the screen. Livingston kicks it to West. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Warriors lead by 2.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Back to Rose. And Rose throws it down.
And defensively, you've got to play Rose for the drive. You let him get to the rim, and he'll throw it down on your head.
The Warriors shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's McCaw. He's covered by Rose. McCaw, the pass to West. Looney kicks to Livingston. And the 3-ball is good. Livingston's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Jang a screen. Rose attacking. Can't hit from in close. Warriors leading by 3. Livingston with it. Jones covering. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Jones. Feeds to Jang. From deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And, you know, who would have thought Jang would develop this kind of range? I mean, even if it's intermittent.
Here's McCaw. He's covered by Rose. Dishes it to Livingston. Unloads from 13. Rebound, Minnesota.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Zhang, a screen. There's the screen. Goes up off the pick. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And without question, Derrick Rose is one of the most athletic players the league has ever seen. Right there, reminding us just what he can do.
Looney passes to West. Iguodala outside. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Rose. Left side Jones. Kicks it to Zhang. Double team on Rose. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. That puts them in the lead.
And Rose, an explosive scorer, but he's always been a very capable passer at the point.
For three, West misses the shot. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Minnesota. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Get a couple stops, we get a couple runouts, we get into our flow, all right? Keep the ball moving, keep the intensity.
Steve Kerr asking his guys just to, keep up the pace, play unselfishly, basically be yourself, stay, guys, stay in character.
Yeah, I mean, he knows what this team is capable of. Just looking for a couple of plays to really kind of kickstart that engine and give them that little sustainable groove.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Teague out there with Jones. And there's Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Patton in a power forward position.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Jones with it. Pass to Patton. Back to Jones. Teague for three. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Here's Green. Poked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Durant's checked in for Sean Livingston. And then for Minnesota, Taj Gibson's checked in for Zhang. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Jones. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. There's the screen. Teague with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Warriors shooting about 42% so far. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And here comes the break. Here's Wiggins. And it's good off the back rim and in. Wiggins has got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
5 to shoot. Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And I like the aggressiveness of Iguodala. I mean, remarkable at taking it all the way to the rack.
Teague kicks to Tolliver. Gibson the screen. Here's Wiggins. The feed to Tolliver. Back to Gibson. Teague against Curry. Teague can't hit. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Durant for 3. It's hauled in by Tolliver. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for West. And Thompson in for Andre Iguodala. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Butler comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Green, no luck. The Timberwolves shooting about 42% so far. Butler kicks to Gibson. It's stolen by Green. He's got space. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 20 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Wiggins, right side. A beautiful reverse layup. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Gibson with the screen on Curry. Gibson the screen. Here's Wiggins. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Yep, and an opportunity for one more at the line. Wiggins with the toughness to finish through contact.
One shot, gentlemen.
On the free throw, no good. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Curry kicks to Green. The screen from Thompson. Durant sets his screen for Green. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. Cousins. It's good on the putback.
Just tremendously physical. Cousins not afraid to rearrange some furniture in there.
Teague kicks to Gibson. Teague against Curry. Gibson with the screen on Curry. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. The three-pointer no good. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Curry with it. Picked up by Teague. Durant sets a screen for Cousins. Green, the screen. Rejected by Teague.
Love seeing the point guard Jeff Teague get involved defensively there, using his speed to rise up for a block shot. Nice.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Curry. Here's T. He feeds it to Butler. Towns against Cousins. Here's Butler, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You look at Butler, and his tenacity jumps out at you. It's incredible. That's one of the reasons you love Butler. Awesome at attacking and earning trips to the foul line when he penetrates.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Curry. It's Durant on the wing. He dishes it to Cousins. Outside Durant. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And the shot goes down. Butler's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Cousins dishes to Durant. Back to Cousins. To the inside. Here's Green. And again, no good by Golden State. Minnesota leading by 4. Towns a screen on Curry. Here's Teague. Pass to Gibson. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly looked a lot better offensively.
Curry passes to Durant. Cousins with a screen on Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Durant with another miss. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. And Teague, here we go. Towns. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Warriors trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
And Gibson wide open. He shoots. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Curry kicks to Durant. And the pass to Green. Back to Durant. Cousins with a screen for Durant. Over Wiggins. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. He kicks to Gibson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Warriors trail by 8. Curry dishes to Cousins. Back to Curry. This one for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well he got the point across.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Thompson.
Boy, it's really hard trying to contain Butler. He's so strong and aggressive and has good ball skills. He excels at drawing contact on the way up.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And so Butler nails both of them. Warriors trail by 7. Screen by Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Teague. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Gibson passes to Teague. There's the dish to Butler. Over Thompson. Gibson for 3. The Timberwolves get it back in a new 24. Towns kicks to Wiggins. Gibson with the screen on Green. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Solid interior defense, but Wiggins with the body control to adjust. Nicely done.
One shot.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 10-point game. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Again, Curry missing.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Butler against Thompson. Screen by Cousins. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
And Kevin, that three ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
T kicks to Butler. The kick out to T. Clock at 6. Back to Butler. Fires the 3. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, and you know, Butler has a ton of confidence in his shot. Even when the defense is tightly on him, he still keeps his concentration on the basket.
Green, the screen. Durant dishes to Cousins. Shoots over Towns. That misses off the backboard. Minnesota leading by 10. Teague, the pass to Wiggins. Teague against Curry. The kick outside to Butler. They break it out. 5 on 3. Pulls it up. Second chance effort, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota. So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits. Both free throws good from Green. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns kicks the tee. Here's Durant. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career. Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
A nice shot by Teague.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
Here is Durant. And here's Green outside. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yep, this one's a wrap, partner.
Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And Teague is a little reserved, but he's a natural leader, a guy who commands respect, I think, on both ends of the floor.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 7. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done, but hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
Now here's Jones. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the one we saw tonight?
It wasn't a part of my plan, but whatever works, works. I think we got a bunch of talented guys, and at times we forget how hard we got to play. On the road, at home, this is how we got to play basketball.
Jimmy, thanks for the time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.